It is not right that the average coach cannot make a substantial amount of money doing what they love and impacting the lives that they should impact. Hello, fam. Hello. Welcome to Itch Snatching Mondays. Welcome to Itch Snatching Mondays with your girl, Tanya Kabuya. We are here today and we are going to snatch some edges. And this is a series that is starting on this page and that will also be available in my group. Now, if you want to know why most coaches are going to remain broke and are broke right now, you want to keep watching. All right, so we're going to start with what is the problem currently. Well, if you don't know who I am Tanya Kabuya. I'm a business coach and marketing strategist based in Johannesburg, South Africa, and I help entrepreneurs create businesses that they love, that serves them, and that they no longer need an escape from. Now, one of the things that I love to speak about is coaching. I love coaching. And it's a magnificent field to operate in because, let's be honest, we need coaches. I mean, I know that my life has changed when I started getting the help of coaches to overcome trauma, to overcome past issues, and also to grow my business. But there is the big elephant in the room. And the big elephant in the room is that the average coach does not make any money. And that when we start looking at the numbers, the majority will not even make $3,000 and 80% will not even reach $10,000. And that is not right. It is not right that the average coach cannot make a substantial amount of money doing what they love and impacting the lives that they should impact. So what makes it this current reality, especially amongst female coaches, it is the norm. But the reason why I wanted to speak about it is not only about the female coaches, it's also because it is a truth. It is a truth that needs to be tackled and needs to change. Now, why is it that most people do not make enough money and will not make money? Is because they lack clarity. They do not have clarity as to who they are trying to serve. Who are you? If you ask the average coach, who are you trying to serve? They will not be able to tell you. They think that casting the net wide and trying to just catch anybody. And this is not only for coaches. This is for the average entrepreneur as well. You try and cast your net as wide to just catch any fish. But the reality is, when you behave in that manner, you end up fishing in the wrong sea. You either catch the wrong fish or you catch nobody at all because your message cannot resonate. When a lot of times when you tell a coach or you tell an entrepreneur that you are going to have to niche down, many times they are seized by fear. They get scared that what if I don't get any clients by doing what you are advising me to do? Forgetting that the internet is flooded. I mean, the average customer's journey starts online and the internet is flooded. So many times in the day, people are trying to catch the attention of the same prospect that you are trying to catch. Everybody's trying to do it. Everybody's trying to speak to everybody else. But now the situation ends up being one where the best message captures the attention. Now, when you are trying to speak to everybody, please tell me, how can you speak to everybody because everybody are not the same? We are all not built the same. We all have different needs. If you are trying to speak to somebody like me, obviously your messaging needs to be tailored to somebody like me. This is something that many coaches do not do. They try and speak to everybody while trying to speak to nobody. You have to niche down and get clear on who you are trying to serve, because that is the only way that you can start standing out. Then we have a situation where I call it the Me Too marketing. People are afraid to speak up and share their actual views. Oftentimes, I say it's a situation of hiding in plain sight and hiding behind the next person. There's this thing in the coaching industry where if somebody is doing A, well, I'm also going to do A, and then I'm gonna have this thing like Me Too marketing where it is, hey, I do it too. Come over here, I'm doing it as well. And then you're trying to compete on price, thinking that by charging lower prices, that it's going to attract the correct clients. Wait a minute. Wait. How's that working out? How is that working out? Please let me know how's that working out for you. Trying to compete on price and having this Me Too marketing, how's that working out for you? I doubt that it's working out for you because it doesn't work. Yes, I'm telling you, it doesn't work at all. It doesn't work. You want to be able to stand out. You have to be able to stand out. You have to be able to polarize people. The only way you attract the correct audience to you is when you start polarizing. You start stating your views, because a lot of times other people are thinking the same thing, but they are afraid to speak up, and they need somebody else to speak up. Because as a coach, you are a person of influence, and you are also called to be a leader. Leaders are not followers. Leaders are people that stand out. Leaders are people that are okay with being the lone wolf, being the only one in the room. Because when they state what they think, at least now other people can say that, yes, this is how I feel. Look at everybody around you. Look at all the people that you admire in the business world. Look at what they have done. Whether you look at Jeff Bezos, whether you look at Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and all the other great founders and entrepreneurs, what you will notice is that they were not afraid to stand out. I bet you that when Mark started creating Facebook with his friends, people thought that he was nuts. Or when Elon Musk first created PayPal, people thought that he was nuts. But today, even though he has sold it, but today a whole lot of us use PayPal to receive payments from clients. But back then, when he first created it, people must have thought that he was nuts. What do you think you are doing? You cannot compete against these major banks. You must be crazy. But he was unafraid to move in the direction that he felt that he needed to move in. He was unafraid to stand up and say that, okay, yeah, a lot of people are not doing this, but I'm going to be doing this because I feel that this is the next wave. Do you think that when Jeff Bezos started his company, Amazon, that people thought that he could compete with Walmart? Probably not. That he could compete with Target? Probably not. People must have been like, this guy is nuts. He's gonna go back to the corporate world in the next few days or in the next few months. Well, look at it today. Like, hello? When people, the founders of Netflix created Netflix, do you think that people thought that they could compete against Blockbuster, could compete against all these major movie studios? Probably not. You must be nuts. Well, that is the thing. If you want to make it as a coach online, you want to be able to stand out. You want to be able to stand for something and stop following the crowd. The reason why the average coach is broke and will remain broke is that they want to follow what everybody else is doing. People are not willing to move away from what everybody is doing. Everybody is doing live launches. I'm going to do live launches. Everybody's doing a webinar. I'm going to do a webinar. Nobody wants to try something new. Nobody wants to try something different. Why? I'm not busting these methods. They work. They definitely work. I'm all for it. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to move in accordance to how you feel. If you feel that you do not want to have a business, a coaching business that does live launches, do it that way. Create your own methodology. Move in the direction that you want to move. Stop trying to follow the crowd, because by trying to follow the crowd, you do not accomplish anything because you cannot stand out. And now you become a commodity owned by the market, because you are just a commodity. You are just a product because you cannot stand out from the rest of the people. That is the current problem in the coaching industry. Nobody wants to be different. People are so afraid to be different that they cannot even create marketing strategies that will work for them because they're not even in alignment with themselves. You are not even aligning with yourself. So how could you want other people to align with you? Because you cannot even align with yourself. Yeah, I said I was coming for your ages today. And I want this live to help you move in the direction your business ought to move in. Because you are doing yourself a disservice by hiding in plain sight. So many coaches are hiding in plain sight. So many coaches are not even showing up as they ought to because they are so afraid to speak up. Why? Why? You are a person of influence. You are a person of impact. Yet you do not want to talk. Yet you want to hide. You don't want to raise your hand and say that, no, man, I don't think that this is the correct way. I believe that this is the way we should move. And then you want people to stop paying you? Why would they pay you if you are not different than everybody else? Because at this point, the market is really noisy. What are you doing to stand out? Well, you stand out by how you show up. How are you choosing to show up? Are you choosing to show up as a follower, or are you choosing to show up as an actual leader, a thought leader? It is very important. Anybody that has made a name for themselves in this industry was willing to be different, was ready to stand out, was ready to be the lone wolf showing a different direction. That to have. If you are not ready to show up as the leader that you are, you will remain broke. You will struggle to attract clients. You will struggle to attract qualified leads and soulmate clients. Because clarity and alignment with yourself will also be clarity in the market. Now, if you are ready to do that and you're looking for guidance and assistance in this, book a consultation with us. Let us work with you to make this happen, to help you move in the direction that you ought to move in, so that your business can start prospering. On this note, your girl Tanya is gonna log off. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching this on YouTube, let me know what are your thoughts. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on the matter. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, and stay in touch. Follow me on my Facebook page, on my Instagram, Tanya_La Patron, on my Facebook, Tanya La Patron, and let's stay in touch. On this note, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.